Hello, and welcome to a brief overview of everything that you can do in your MyChart profile. We've got a fake patient's credentials logged in here, but prior to your next visit, you'll be emailed a prompt to create your own credentials to create your own MyChart account. So we've got just a test account here. I'm going to log in. I'm going to show you things that it can do. So as you log in, if there are other members of your family, they will either show up here or you can go ahead and create their profiles by clicking this icon. But we are logging in as John today, so we're going to go into John's profile. Now, as you can see, there's several different buttons here. We're going to go through a couple of them. These check marks indicate that these forms have been completed. So it looks like John has already started on some things, but he didn't have time to do everything all at once. And that's okay. You can start and come back and your progress will be saved. But let's jump right in and kind of get a feel for how things look and move in this software. Let's go into the medical history for John. So it'll prompt you to give certain information like the name of your physician. These aren't required to be answered, but if you have that information, it's always really great for us to be able to know that. We see Dr. John, cool to have the same name. Their specialty is general medicine. And the last time we saw him was in the last 2 years. And the purpose was just for a checkup. We could give our height and weight if we needed to, and we think we're a really healthy person. So we're going to say our overall health is excellent. We're going to move to the next question. We don't have any allergies, so we're going to answer no. We don't have any cardiovascular issues, so we'll answer no. If there's anything in these prompts that you recognize as something that you've spoken with your physician about before, go ahead and give it a check mark. And then it'll indicate that that is something that you have checked, and you can move on to the next question. All right, so we're going to get out of this. You would go all the way to the end until every question is completed. But for now, we're going to go back to our home page. So if there's any forms that we need you to fill out prior to your appointment, it'll show up in this top bar here. This bottom section holds financial information. It looks like Mr. John Whiskers has a statement from a previous visit. So let's go take a look at that. All right, well, it looks like Mr. Whiskers had a filling performed, and that filling cost him $1. All right, and we can see other financial information down here. We can see if there's been any payments made toward this balance, as well as any other payments that insurance might have paid for him on his behalf. Now, if we think everything looks good on this statement and we want to go ahead and make a payment toward that balance, we can come up to this button right here. We can either pay with a credit card, or there's also an option if you would prefer not to use a credit card. You can pay as a direct deposit from your bank account. But if you decided to pay with a credit card, you'll also have the option for us to remember this card to make it easier for you the next time you need to make a payment through this portal. Coming back to the home page, that's a pretty brief overview of everything. The only other things that you're able to do on this software is you can actually share photos or documents with us by clicking here and uploading from your computer or from your phone, or you can even take a picture of them directly if your phone or computer or tablet has that capability. We can also schedule John an appointment by clicking this button here. It'll prompt you to choose what type of appointment we want. And it looks like John is due for a cleaning. So let's go schedule that with him. This is the first availability from today. And it looks like Halsey has some availability at 2 o'clock on April 13th. But let's say that didn't work for John. We can also look at other providers, date and time options. These are the next few that are available, but if you needed to, you can just find a day that works for you on this calendar here. So I hope that answers a lot of questions for you. I hope this was easy for you to follow. If you have any questions, go ahead and give our office a call, and we'd be happy to help you with anything you need. All right, we'll see you soon.